like return the slab on that one. I never understood it. Like, I never understood the return the slab on that one, because it was like ass, and Buddy was like stretching his asshole, and I mean like stretching his asshole, and he was like, "This is how you shave the hair near your ass," and I'm like, huh. Not that I needed to know this, but why are you showing me this? But like, why in that moment are you showing me like ass of like creatures I don't want to see? Like, that in and of itself, I don't get. That in and of itself, in that moment, I just will never understand. But I try my best to, but I just can't. Oh, fuck me, man. Now, let's hope that if that shit really just fried my shit again, I'm not streaming on the main channel ever again. David Pakistan, what did I just walk into? I apologize for you subscribing and then like the stream crashed. I'm still talking to the one person on Twitch, but I think I just got to give up live streaming on the main channel. I think I got to give it up. Every time I try, it goes hilariously wrong. Every time. And you know what? I'm at that point where I don't even know anymore. And if it fries here, well, that's just what it is. Indeed, I agree. But hi, dorks. How are you all doing today? Hope you dorks are doing well. Hopefully this doesn't crash, and if it does, I might toss that streaming shit to the side. It's all good. I thought the lag was on my end. No, it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's whenever you try to do something great, it all just goes horribly wrong. But the good thing is I could see you all. And I could see your movements, and I could see what makes you all sad deep inside. Now, we did this the last stream, but since Violet on Twitch was not here, I just want to say this now. For the ill-informed, I cut my hair. It's a wonderful decision I made. I feel the wind on my skull more than ever now. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to feel. Now, with that, several people have made their jokes. And you know what? I've been loving it. I've been loving seeing like a bunch of motherfuckers get their little cracks in. It's funny. I love the people that say I look older. I'm confused by the people that say I look younger. But there's a few of y'all that's trying your luck, because you might think to yourself, we are friends. And I'm gonna need you to curb your enthusiasm just a little bit. What do I mean? Well, you see it. Now, some of y'all have already seen this, so don't say nothing. But I'm saying this specifically for Violet. Violet, you might be, at some point in your life, bold enough to try me. To try me in like the dumbest way possible. And you might say something stupid like this. Dude, I'm sorry, but your new haircut looks like crap on you. I'm so sorry for this truth. Now, I'm the sexiest black YouTuber. I could dye my hair pink and I'd still be the best looking motherfucker on this website. But I thought to myself, and I said, self, you could respond multiple ways. And I felt like the Lord was testing me to see how angry I could get. And I told myself, and I said, self, don't do it. And I didn't. I didn't respond. I didn't respond harshly. But I did take a gander. And you know, I still haven't said anything. I still haven't said a word. But I do see some of y'all are bold, and I just want you to remember exactly what Violet just said. People in glass houses, they like throwing them rocks. And the problem with that is you can throw the rock. I'm going to pick that thing back up. Just don't make the haters a virtue from your chemotherapy. See, that funny. That was funny. Who was the motherfucker that came in here the other day and said the same joke twice and nobody laughed either time? See, when y'all try, that's when y'all prove like y'all kind of suck. When you try, that's when it's a problem. But when you're casually funny. Now, Meaden has been shaky. Meaden, you've been shaky. You've been funny, but then you've also been like the type of funny that's not funny. It's just like sad that you keep trying. But it's good that you back on track. I'm happy. I'm happy that you back on track. Stay on track and we won't have no problem. You stay on track, we won't have an issue. But if you get off the track, Meaden, I'm gonna be devastated by you, bro. The haircut and the big glasses kind of makes you look like Urkel. See, that's not funny. That's not funny. Because you disrespecting an icon in entertainment. Like, it's not funny. I didn't chuckle. I want to chuckle. I want to laugh. You motherfuckers, you think the backward savage things you say to your meat-looking family, you think that shit go fly here? No. I'm always on my own track. I ain't in anyone else's race. Oh, you're in my race now. You're in my world now, not your world. Urkel was awesome. No, he wasn't. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Don't diss Urkel. Like, right. Don't diss Urkel. You know what's crazy? I'm still never going to get over like the glaring fact that there are people in this world that at one point thought I looked like Will Smith. And maybe to like the emotionally damaged individuals, you'll sit there and be like, oh my God, I do? But I never did. You want to laugh? You're going to disappoint me. Anyone who ever comes up to me and says, you want to laugh? They introduce like the most unfunny shit. So like, just stop. Just stop. I might also play Repo, but it's 10 in the morning and I have no one to play Repo with. I just don't have anybody to play Repo with. Like everybody's either asleep or they're at work. And then here I am. A transgender who stabbed a postal worker to death in Harlem for cutting him in line at the deli, sentenced to 15 years in prison. Following the tragedy, Cruz, what was his name? Jai Cruz killed a UPS worker and a father of two after getting into an argument. Following the tragedy, Cruz doubled down, arguing that Hodge deserved it in April. First degree murder. Today, Cruz. This is pure evil. This is disgusting. I should probably put this on the screen for you fucks to see. Jack and Jill, see? Play Repo with chat? No. Oh, cool. We only have an hour time difference? Yeah. I'm back in Central Time. The hair, get over it, bro. Y'all mamas was rubbing my shit down when we was in the shower together last night. I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. Like, y'all mamas was rubbing my shit. Like, we was in the shower and y'all mamas was just drilling their fingers into my fucking head, and I was just like, oh. I'm always have like a crash your mama joke just on the ready. And they could either be sexual or they could be the most depraved shit under the sun. Because I'm going to tell y'all the most Well, it's not the most fucked up thing I've ever said. It's really not. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm not telling y'all anything. I don't need your people's opinions in my ear. I don't need any of your opinions in my ear. Not right now. Not when I'm feeling sanguine. Not when I'm feeling sanguine. My mama's hands aren't big enough. Hey, bruh. I said multiple mamas. Your mama was just, getting my eyebrows. That's all it is, bruh. She can handle them eyebrows. Oh, God. All right. So, you know what? I got to circumvent. Because for some reason, somebody wanted me to watch something. And you know what? I'm going to preface it. Might as well. I ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't got nothing else going on. Where? I don't know if the video is still up. Is it? People say, yep.
Black.
All right, before I get to that, we got reparations to talk about, everybody. Because this strong, beautiful African-American black woman, the most disrespected group in American history, claims that she will no longer give a shit about any of you because no one's giving her money.
Until I get my reparations, I'm done caring about anybody else.
Leon, when's the next blanket cocoon video? You know what's crazy? I almost recorded one because I was sitting, laying down, and I'm like, I want to talk about this, but then I made the mistake of like getting up. You know what I want to do? Hold on. I want to make that entire like type of video better audio wise, and I want to get No, that's not it. Where's the No, that's not it. This is it. Can I put this on the screen, or will this show where I live? Will this show where I live? I think it will. Nope. Can't show it. Can't you show it? Oh wait, can I go to images? I think images will work. I want this mic. Like if I were to do those and I was to like just sit on my fucking sofa, I would want like this mic, this fucking square Rode mic. And I could just like clip that shit to my fucking, I don't even gotta clip it. I could just hold that bitch in my hand and just fucking talk into that bitch, and I could just sit there. That could be like so drastically easy to edit. I don't know. But back to reparations.
Issues, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care about nothing anybody else got going on because
you sitting lavishly in a car that I'm certain you worked hard to get, while they got people out here struggling with no cars, people struggling to pay their rent, people struggling to live, all these extra things, and you, as loud as you are just gonna be like, yeah, until I get my reparations, I don't care about nobody.
Y'all don't care about me getting reparations, so why the fuck should I give a fuck about y'all problems? I don't care no more.
As you put what I would describe as cheap lipstick on your lips.
I really don't. Until things are made right.
Use that YouTube money? I mean, I could. But I kind of want the price of these motherfuckers to go down because I think they're like $150. And Best Buy always got something on sale at some point. Sure.
I did not
I'll play the waiting game.
care about what y'all got going on. At all.
Time to eBay? It's convenient that you say that, considering. Why does the lipstick have a bite? The lipstick does not have a bite taken out of it. Where did you even possibly see that? The lipstick don't have a bite taken out of it. That's that unfunny shit. That's that unfunny shit I be talking about. Like, come on. Interracial dating is the future. Soon all the brothers will have hybrids. Oh. Of course that's Maximus. That's the only creature I know that would proudly with his chest out say this shit. That's the only one I know. I wouldn't mind me a hot. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now look, I've told y'all, I don't care that y'all date outside your race. I'm not that insecure. My issue are the motherfuckers who go above and beyond. They do this all the time. They do these street interviews. They be like, oh, who would you date? A dark-skinned woman or a light-skinned woman? And like a regular motherfucker would just be like, oh, I date a dark-skinned woman or I date a light-skinned woman. And then they'll just go about their date. They got motherfuckers who grip the mic and be like, I can't date these dark-skinned gorillas. I'm like, wow. Who hurt you, buddy? And are you potentially okay? How often do you hear a white boy with a sister? All the time, especially in Texas. Like you really wasn't hitting on nothing when you said that, buddy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You really wasn't hitting your big one with that. You wasn't hitting your big one with that one. You wasn't. Like, interracial dating is not rare. The problem is a lot of you motherfuckers are insecure as fuck. And y'all want to be in that group, but y'all can't because y'all personalities are in the shitter. So it's like you stuck with playing with your hand. And I love how this conversation started when we were supposed to be talking about like chewed on lipstick. And that's not how that is. That's how lipstick looks. That's how lipstick looks. It's not that rare to see interracial dating. It is when you're somebody who constantly consumes media that tells you that it is. Which is why, like, anybody who gives their opinion on dating that isn't, hey, find your person and fall in love and be happy, I can't take you seriously. Like, all this, men should be subservient. Women should be in the kitchen. Like, all that shit for the birds. All of that shit is for the boys. And when y'all do that, just know, like, I hope y'all never find love. I hope you niggas never find love. I hope y'all always end up disappointed. What the fuck? What? Hey, I got a question. Who knows? What the fuck is this shit? What is this? What is this leaderboard shit? And why is Natanya damn near in last? Like, what the fuck? Natanya, step your game up. You're supposed to be one of my favorites. How could you be at the bottom? What is this? This looks horrendous. And why is Maximus in third? I don't like this. I might have to ban you. It's points. Points for what? Because I saw this in like the YouTube studio, but I didn't know what the fuck it was. And why is it? What is the... What? No one tell him. YouTube trying to farm engagement and money. Because I am the question. Fuck off. This is my first time commenting here. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell in a live format. Promotes people to stay in chat. Adds more points with donos. Oh, that's gay. That's fucking gay. Can't y'all just like the stream and be on your merry way, enjoying me in this debauchery? Why am I first? Like, why? Right? Because you know why? Hold on. Let me see if I could make this joke. It's because you're white. I see your profile picture. You're white. You also could be Mexican. But you know what? I'm racially ambiguous right now. So I only see color in a way that... It caps at 75 every hour, so it doesn't even allow people to steal the crowns. What? I don't get it. YouTube supporting glazing. I mean, that was always a thing. That was always gonna be a thing. But back to this. You poor disenfranchised African American woman. My thing that I want you to understand, or that I want you to take away, is that you are not the only person on this fucking earth. And to loudly fucking say, hey, I'm not going to care until I get something I want, even though like it's been months, years, decades of people trying to do this thing and it has not worked in any capacity because motherfuckers really don't know how to set this standard, and because once you get into the conversation about reparations, you're going to have to go through the lineage of every single person, whether it be in a district, in a city, in a county, in a state, or in the country, and decide if they were the right type of ancestry to sit there and say, yeah, because your ancestors way back when that are 6 feet deep and are molding and you haven't seen in centuries are former slaves, you get a cut of the money. Your content is awesome. I didn't know you did live streams too. Well, isn't that just the greatest thing to say? I never promote it though. I never promote it. I just never say like, hey, I'm streaming. I just go live. And maybe that's not, and it's not maybe. It literally is like not the smartest thing to do. You should promote yourself more. I just don't. And it's a choice. It's a choice I make. But welcome. The hair, I ain't gonna lie to you, buddy. Personally, I feel like I'm someone's father. What if you have slave holders and the slaves in your background? Do you pay yourself? See, that's the thing. There are motherfuckers who like want the conversations around reparations to be, I'm black, therefore I get money. Then let's say it works and people end up with money. Okay, cool. Then what? The topic of like racial divide doesn't go away. You just got to check. And then there are going to be motherfuckers that blow that money and then turn around and be like, well, you still got money, so let me get yours. There's like so much that could go wrong with that. And ultimately, the main thing that will go wrong is the racial divide will not weaken. It'll grow. It grows every fucking day. It got worse with this black fatigue shit. And I'm so happy there are people such as myself, such as Moral, that are like putting a fine book into this black fatigue shit. Now, I say that, part of the video from yesterday, I noticed a lot of y'all didn't get it. And you know what? Where is it? I have the video. Like I have the full thing. I just need to put it on the screen. And I'll explain to y'all why I personally agree with what he said. I agree with what Brody said. So look, we're going to play this out the best we can.
Harass women. You may know how to take rejection. The majority of men that most women deal with.
What is black fatigue? I'm going to explain this in two ways. The actual way and the made up internet way. And I'm going to leave it up to you, Violet, to figure out which one is the real one and which one is the fake one. A bunch of people spending their time saying how much they have a disdain for black people, culture, entertainment, rarity for some people, food, the actions, which if you listen to people and what they describe as issues they have with black people in their actions, that's not mutually exclusive to black people. Number two, growing up black, dealing with racism and how to combat it to and fro. Violet, you figure out which one of those two is the real one and which one is the made up one. Spoiler alert, the one where motherfuckers are just describing their disdain for black people, that's the made up one. The one that actually has a book around it is the real one. We have all lives fatigue. Mm-hmm. And you know what I noticed? You know what? I'm going to just keep letting this play.
Do not. Yeah. And you are accountable for that as well. Because I don't got time to figure out which white people are nice, which white people aren't racist, or da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. I have to go on the actions of the group.
Right.
The group as a whole and the history of that group as a whole. tells me that they are a danger to me and they are not to be trusted.
Right.
Stop. Now, I noticed, because I didn't play the full thing. I didn't put in the full thing. I noticed a lot of people catch it. And I also caught that. And I said, well, it can't just be about one thing. Because one thing is not the finite issue. Because when he said that, my mind immediately went to all these motherfuckers running around screaming black fatigue. But the reason I agree with what he said is because I apply that to everybody. I have not the faintest fucking clue who I could trust when I walk outside that fucking door. When I leave my home, I don't know who I could trust. Every day there's a new example as to why humanity should not be trusted. From these pastors fucking kids, to these teachers fucking kids, to schools getting shot up, to motherfuckers nutting on women and walking out the door, to false accusations, to robberies, to racism. I can't fucking trust you people. Y'all think it's a joke when I say I go to Walmart at 6 a.m. No, that's not a joke. I do that because that's the least amount of people in that damn store. I could get in at 6 and be out by 6:30. Before the sun even fully rise, I'm back in my crib. But they got people, and this is where like he kind of fucks it up. He's making it all about men. It ain't just men, it's women too. It's everybody. It's every fucking body. Yeah, I'm a fast shopper. I don't do that thing like old, specifically like y'all grandmas do, where they like have a plan of being in and out, and then you in the fucking store for 2 hours, just like dicking around. May my grandmother rest in peace. I never wanted to go to the store with that lady because I knew I was gonna be there on a fucking journey.
Right.
And if you can understand that as a black man and your stance towards white people, then you should absolutely be able to understand women's stance towards you. Mm-hmm. It's not a war on you waged by women. Actually, the war get a little thicker when we start talking about it from the perspective of a woman and the greater society.
Surprised you don't just use the app and show up and pay? Well, first of all, I have used the app, and there's never been one time where I showed up and paid. I show up, I put my groceries in, pay, then show up and get my, why did my fucking monitor just went to like a whole different thing on my thing. God damn it. Now I don't know where my shit is. Connected device, PC. All right, I'm back. Jesus Christ, having a fucking monitor and all these fucking things combined with it, it'll always create that problem. You've been hacked? Not even close. Open a new desktop? I mean, if you saw, then sure. I don't know how motherfuckers watch porn on their fucking computers. Like, what's the purpose of your phone? To call somebody? Like, nobody calls me. It takes everybody like 10 hours to respond to me. So what else am I gonna do? And then my phones are do not disturb, so it's like you really can't get me. Thought that was a Wiimote you showed? Nah, it's fucking Samsung fucking remote for my monitor. Yeah. Found it. What did you find? Oh, Violet says she's transitioning to YouTube. We appreciate your transition from a small butterfly to a big one. You know full well they don't answer immediately just not to seem obsessed. No. Elgato's supposed to be coming out with an on-screen Steam Deck. That sounds terrible. I can't lift it. I got like the latest Stream Deck, like the small white one. It's so amazing. Like I guess it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so compact and mysterious at all times. What was I saying? No. Listen. When I was a kid, and I would like text somebody, and they didn't respond, I was like, "What the fuck?" But that was when I was a kid. Now that I'm 25, I know that like I'm not what people want to talk to. So they'll get to me when they get to me. The trick at that point is the number's blocked. So I don't know who you think you are, but you're not going to waste my time. Especially when you one of these motherfuckers who I see on social media tweeting up a storm, but when I'm asking you like something serious, you got, I guess magically your phone don't work. That's why I got several family members blocked. Because I'll be damned. That and I don't really like a lot of people. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Wait, you're 25, you look more mature in a good way. I remember when I told y'all I was 21 and somebody said, "Damn, I thought you was 30. That was the most hurtful fucking thing anybody has ever said to me still to this day. I was 21. I was fresh 21. It was like 2 weeks after my birthday. I was devastated. I was devastated. But no, like I've said this like 4 times on like 4 different fucking streams. Once you realize you mean absolutely nothing to people, your life is way more fun. I figured out I don't matter, and I've had the most fun in my life over the past 2 years. And every time I say this, I gotta book it with, nobody knows that I've been in and out of Oklahoma going to these playoff games for the Thunder. I've been getting drunk with people in Oklahoma cheering on the Thunder, and now these motherfuckers in the finals. Am I going to a finals game? Fuck no, because I ain't got finals game money. I had playoff money. I had like, first round, second round money. It's just the vibe, bros. Once you catch that vibe for yourself, that you should no longer be trying to chase attention from people who are showing you they don't give a fuck, it's more fun. Now, it might seem like sad. It might seem sad. And you know what? Maybe it is for one of y'all. But to me, it's the most freeing shit ever. I explained this shit to somebody one time and he was like, "That's so sad." I'm like, not while this cigar and this beer in my fucking hand. Hi, Shadow Crisis. You ain't 32? No. So your life is basically that Tom Scott compilation? I have no idea who that is, nor do I want to know. Leon is the same age as my daughter. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, you're old. But you 46. My mom was older than you. Jesus Christ, my mama old. God. Damn. But you know what's crazy though? You know what I'll never miss? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And any of you motherfuckers who have ever said this shit to like somebody younger than you, I hope you burn. I've never one time missed being a kid. I've never one time. I've never thought to myself, damn, I miss being a kid. I miss being a kid. For what? For what? As a kid, I couldn't go to Walmart at 6 a.m, grab 2 fucking steaks and fucking make them bitches at 7 o'clock in the morning. The more I explain my life, the more like y'all gonna understand I'm really boring as fuck. Like I got a bunch of glass bowls. And I got like a water not heater, but you know, like one of them little fucking it's like this big, and you put water in it, and you plug it in, and you flip the thing, and the fucking water heats up. Y'all know what it is. Y'all making me look stupid. Y'all making me feel stupid. What's your favorite meal to make? I'm not gonna lie, it's a toss-up. You don't miss not paying bills. It's not a humidifier. Sir, that's the cop-out. Because you know what's the replacement for not paying bills? Doing homework. Doing a bunch of meaningless tasks you never wanted to fucking do. Like, you niggas have it in y'all mind. See, a response like that dumb shit right there, that's the response of a motherfucker who thought being a kid was just, oh my God, I could watch cartoons all day. No, motherfucker. Your bills was your fucking homework. That was your bills as a kid. And what would I rather do? Pay my rent and my fucking light bill? Or do a bunch of meaningless fucking work that holds no weight to my life in the future? Sign me up for the bills, baby. I don't miss high school. See, that's another one. The fuck wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you? Show motherfuckers problems. Bruh, kettle is great for ramen. That's what it is. It's a kettle. I got a kettle. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. See, I didn't know. Leon, you sound like an old man here. Dude, if I could go back in time and experience Sly Cooper again for the first time. See, I don't need to experience like things for the first time again, because the beauty of it, at least for me, is that if I have access to it and I can play it, bro, I'm gonna feel like a kid. Matter of fact, I'm about to prove my fucking point. Hold on. You want to know like the one thing I do in my spare fucking time when I just feel like vibing the fuck out? I'm gonna turn on that fucking 60-inch TV I got in the other room. I'm gonna turn on that GameCube and I'm gonna play this. Or 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 I'm gonna play this. And the reason is because these games significantly were my childhood. And the beauty is that I have money to buy a GameCube for $80 and then buy all these for about $60 combined and vibe the fuck out. But as a kid, I could only play this like on the weekend. But as an adult, I could play this shit. I could turn all this shit off right now and just go play this shit all day. Hello? Like, no. Fuck being a kid. You out your mind. And then, this is the sick part. I had posted something on Instagram, I think like 2 weeks ago. Motherfucker left a comment on my shit like, you ever just look at your old self and then look at you now and think what went wrong? And I'm sitting there like, your miserable life is not my miserable life. I have had my highs and my fucking lows in my life. But guess what? I'm not looking at that shit and saying what went wrong. I'm looking at that shit saying, all right, fuck, improve somewhere. And I have. And I have indeed. Y'all don't give this man to shut the live down. He too quick with that. I mean, I am too quick with that. Like, when y'all bring y'all misery to me, just know I'm going to call you miserable. Like, for example, that one, I'm going to never forget this one motherfucker. I was talking about some topic about dating, and I made fun of red pill. I made fun of incels. Motherfucker gave me a paragraph. I've been in 7 relationships and all 7 of them failed and it was the woman's fault. Okay, buddy. Right. Now I can let you slide with like 2, maybe 3 of them, but all 7, you probably beat one of them bitches, bro. Like, Misery loves company, Leon. That's why we come to watch you. You watch me because I have the ability to verbally make sure that all of you don't become that fucking stupid. What is an incel? Fresh and fit. Anyone who misses being a kid is miserable now. Correct. If you miss being a kid, that means your adult life sucks and you're not doing anything about it. You're comfortable sitting there and just being a fucking dork. Being a loser. You don't want to do nothing fun with your life. So all these motherfuckers who talk about, oh, I miss when this was that. You miss when you had no responsibilities. And the problem now is that you have responsibilities on your fucking back. Who just raided me? Dragon King, I appreciate the raid. Bro, life, listen. Life is what you make it. Yes, there are a lot of drastically unfair things that go on, but you can't let that be the end of your life. One bad day is not a bad life. One bad moment is not a bad day. Now, this was like the most drastic segue ever because we was talking about like race relations, but
of racism and white supremacy being waged against black people, and then the patriarchal society being waged against women. So they have to deal with 2 elements. One of those elements we don't have to think about, and honestly, we're perpetuated. And it's perpetuated against us young to look at women as objects, right? You know, to look at women only through the lens of a sexual desire.
You know what's crazy? When I made that video about the woman who burned her friend, I texted Moral. I was like, if I ever like made a joke to offend you, would you burn me alive? And she said no, but I would curse you the fuck out. I was like, oh, I find that to be worse. I don't know why.
And not as the human being that they are. And when you understand how to deal with women on a human level, you understand how much women will enrich your life.
Amen. Amen.
Don't some women also see men as sexual objects as well? See, this is where like I don't like where this conversation goes because you've had people respond to this dude saying, "Oh, you just pandering this, you pandering that." I don't think he's pandering. I think he's actually sincere about what he's saying. The problem is with many people, and I've fallen in this trap as well. With many people, you talk like it's only one thing when it's not. I'll give you an example. When that dude who got killed by his white girlfriend, what was the thing that everybody was doing? Oh, look at his tweets. He don't care about black women. Fuck him. Let him rot. And then what happened? A black woman was in that same circumstance, dated a white man or went on a date with a white dude, got killed. And instead of motherfuckers being like, oh, let's come together and hope justice and all that, they went to her social media, found shit she liked and posted and all that and said, hey, we don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers think it's one thing and one thing only. It's not. It's a whole bunch of human error. It's a whole bunch of human flaws. When I made that last video around this same topic of motherfuckers picking and choosing when they want to care about somebody's life based off of a circumstance of social media, and I had a bunch of people jumping down my throat. Oh, well, of course you would say this about that. You don't see all these things he's tweeting about black women? Y'all tweet the same shit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it a woman that referred to a man or men in general as bullet bags? And there was a bunch of women, yes, queening that shit. Was it every woman on the planet? Fuck no. It was enough to notice. It was enough to say, wow, that's fucked. Shave your mustache, you look Amish. Your mother definitely rode my shit last night. Just like cutesy wootsy style. Just like, please don't get off my mouth type shit. How's it hanging? It's hanging like long. I know that's not what you meant, but that's how I'm choosing to answer. Everyone is ignorant. Everyone has issues. Yes, even babies. What issues does a baby have? Listen, that baby looks cute now, but when it blow up that fucking diaper, yeah, that fucking child has issues. What's wrong with that child's stomach? But when we sitting here talking about these topics y'all got for dating are terrible. Y'all listen to these motherfuckers who either abuse women or men, have been to jail for doing something wrong to a man or a woman, then cheated, got cheated on, divorced. Y'all don't listen to the married couples. Y'all don't listen to the motherfuckers that's been through it and succeeded. Y'all listen to the motherfuckers that's been through it, failed, and now they want to make you fail too. That's why that dating topic, I just call y'all like clinically insane. That's why I make fun of incels. That's why I make fun of red pill men and women. I make fun of, I don't know what y'all call them type of women. I call them delusional bitches. Not the ones who like have the dream in their head of what they want in a man. Cool, go find that. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who be like, men used to go to war and now they're sitting here acting sassy. The bitches who invalidate a man's feelings because they want a motherfucker to be stoic without the extra caveat of that man gonna beat you. Like, y'all want one thing out of somebody for like the rest of your days. You want all the positives without working to deal with any negative. Should listen to Drew Follow. I don't know what you call Drew Follow, but motherfuckers like that. Because I saw a video of her talking about, oh, I think all men are trash, this, and the third, but I don't mean my man. It's like, that's the shit I'm talking about. See, that type of shit there, whether it's a man or woman that say that type of shit, I can't listen to you motherfuckers because you breed a type of negativity that just makes me uncomfortable. Like, I'm sorry. I believe in love. Like, I don't give a fuck that you watching this got cheated on and now that's your whole identity. Cry about it, heal, and I hope you improve in the future. But when y'all try to like make me join you in your misery, I'm gonna just call you a loser. Cause that's what you acting like, and that might be what you are, a loser. And guess what? When I say love is beautiful and I believe in it, I just don't mean romantically. I mean with your friendships, with your family, with random people you bond with. Or maybe you just pay for pussy or you pay for dick. These are options. These are valuable options that you can engage with, but it's your choice. I just hope at the end of it all, you look at your life and you be a little bit happier. As for me, I just need to meet somebody that on a random fucking day. Listen to me if I sound crazy. I say that knowing you fucks are gonna say yes, so fuck y'all. I just need to meet somebody who on a random day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday all over again. If I wake up at 2:00 in the morning and you wake up as well, let's make food. Let's make food. No, we're not going to Taco Bell. Let's make some food. Love and connection and bonding, yeah, that's already going to be there. Can we just do some random shit at 2:00 in the morning? It ain't got to be sex. It could be sex. But like, can we do some dupe? Can we turn on money trees and just like vibe out? That's what I want. Baby, you hungry? Basically, like, shit, I'm hungry. I made hot sauce at 4:00 in the fucking morning. Like, that's the type of shit I'm on right now. I made hot sauce. And might I just say, in a live format, that sauce burned my fucking tongue, which means it's good hot sauce. If I got that shit to where it's burning my fucking tongue, I'm good. I don't know what y'all talking about. we've like veered so many different ways from Sunday. It's almost impossible. There's a part of me that is like completely segued this entire stream myself.
You want to
We're almost done with this, by the way.
turn it up a notch?
Yeah.
Get you a good woman get you a good black woman in your corner.
Amen.
Hey man, you want to see your life turn up?
Hey.
And see, this is the thing though. It's a privilege, bro. It's a privilege. You know what I'm saying? We often disregard the power of our black women. The spiritual essence that they're gonna bring to things.
Okay, so now I'm getting the vibe of why people said he was pandering, because you also have black women who fall into that trap of demonizing motherfuckers. And I'm not saying he's doing it, but there's an overarching amount of people. Arching? I think I meant arcing. Amount of people who like to dress up as innocent, but they're not innocent. And again, not just black women. It's black men, it's white women, it's white men. And I guess that's all the races that exist in this country, because I guess all the Mexicans got deported.
The knowing, the seeing, you know what I'm saying? Also, too, imagine it. They have to be hyper vigilant because they have to be constantly scanning the room, making sure that they're in a safe situation.
Absolutely.
That's not another thing that's exclusive to black women. I feel like everybody has to make sure that they're safe in a situation or an environment that they've never been in, or that includes newer people. Now, if we were to play the statistic game, yes, women got to do it way fucking more. Women have to do it way fucking more. I'm not about to sit here and try to attempt to say, oh, women have it easy. No, they don't. But I just feel like everybody has to remain safe.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I now feel unsafe because Kangaloope is here.
When we think about these kids who were clearly in Louisiana having the time of their fucking life because they graduated, and we think about white people's reaction to black joy.
Oh yeah, that's
It's black fatigue. See, black fatigue. It's that shit motherfuckers are using it to be like, hey, this y'all fault.
It's not about civility. It's not about decorum. They don't like to see us happy.
that's what it is.
For anyone wondering, he meant decorum, but you know, I feel like he got that southern drawl. He might be from Atlanta. He strike me as somebody from Atlanta. I feel, based off him saying decorum like that, I know he's from the South. I just don't know from where. He could be from Baltimore. What happened in Louisiana? So, as you know, it's graduation season. And I think it was at Southern. It was like this big deaf Southern. Oh, so look, I think I tweeted about this. So I'm gonna just show you. That ain't Baltimore. Hey, I thought. Where is it? This happened in 2015. I think I tweeted before that. People are dead. But when the conversation was supposed to happen in 21, no. The woman in this video is not childless. God damn it, where is it? So, yep, here it is. All future DEI hires on the way to destroy your life, brought to you by affirmative action.
Bow, bitch a rollin', I'm not A. 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 Bow.
Now look, I'ma tell y'all this much. Matter of fact, I ain't gotta tell you. I tweeted it. Niggas can't celebrate at graduations no more. Oh, the horror. These niggas are dancing. These niggas are dancing. You know why? Because they celebrated getting their diplomas. Ooh, I'm so scared for the future of the society. They fresh out of college. They're now in debt. And they celebrating. And that's why when y'all fucking run around talking about how fatigued y'all are, I look a little bit confused by a few of y'all.
Now, how often are women just having a good time?
Some of them lost their shoes. That's correct. I noticed like they all didn't have shoes on, and I'm like, did y'all all show up in heels? And if that's Southern, did they give y'all like a dress code on what y'all supposed to be wearing? Like as part of it? Because I know you gotta wear the cap and gown, but fuck. That's just another reason why I'm glad I graduated during COVID, because they just mailed me my diploma.
And here come a nigga trying to ruin their fun.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. You can call it pandering, but if I was up here caping for white women, you wouldn't even mention that word.
If you was doing it for white women, it would have been a black woman that would call you a panderer. And worse than that, they'd have called you a coon. And again, the reason why I'm with this dude on what he's saying is because I use this for everybody. And yes, I do believe more motherfuckers should be calling out shit that they see. The problem is a lot of motherfuckers live in this world of groupthink. For example, I don't know how it makes me a coon to say a black dude shooting a black woman because she beat him in a one-on-one basketball game is trying to make white people look good. Like, I don't get that one. I'm kind of confused by that one. I don't get how a bitch pretending to be kidnapped just so she can masturbate in the sewers. I don't know how that's caping for white people. Like, I don't know. But more people should do it. The problem is there's a collection of people who don't want you to talk about, like, the negatives of things. For example, all you motherfuckers running around screaming black fatigue. When the fuck am I gonna get my white women fatigue out of you motherfuckers raping these kids? Every fucking day is some white woman, whether it be because she fell in love with a fucking child, or my husband doesn't satisfy me anymore, or I gained weight and if I didn't, I wouldn't be lusting after these children. When am I gonna get my white women fatigue? But then you'll have motherfuckers saying, no, that's different. Excuse me? That's different. What? When the fuck am I gonna get my white child fatigue? All these motherfuckers shooting up schools. Can't get that one because we don't talk about these motherfuckers being white. We talk about these motherfuckers being trans for some reason. And listen, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere because I've seen this too. We're not getting anywhere by trying to get everybody to be more Christ-like because Pastor Dave's fucking them kids too. So I guess we all got Catholic fatigue and Christian fatigue. Hell, we got 2 more days. Apparently we're all forced to be dealing with the gays again. Even though it's your choice to engage in that shit if you choose to. Right. Or liberal. Hey, bro, when these motherfuckers got hey, we got to worry about these manifestos, but the manifestos don't do nothing. Oh, this crazy person listed why they're crazy? I'm so shocked. It's a whole bunch of shit that has to happen in order for people to like give a damn. The problem is people not gonna give it because it's easier to finger point. Like it's easier to do that. And people do it. And the solutions could be cool, but you need like more people to like garner those solutions. We all have trash fatigue. No. I've already given y'all what it's supposed to be. I've already given y'all what it's supposed to be, and y'all not listening. I'm trying to indoctrinate you to understand. Like everybody else gets to indoctrinate you, so let me play in that indoctrination game just a little bit. Let me play in that indoctrination game just a little bit. Shut up. Oh, I should have just did it that way, but okay, that works too. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Every group has trash, but the problem is we're all accusing everyone of not policing their own while not policing our own. I mean, hey, I do it. I police all of you, but apparently that's not good enough. I gotta be Batman, but I hate Batman. This is what y'all need. This is what y'all gotta understand. All lives fatigue you. All lives. And you know what's crazy? I told Moral I gotta make it. I told Moral, and she pinned. I just realized she pinned it. I'm gonna make me and Moral some All Lives Fatigue Me shirts. I'm gonna make them two things. I'm gonna make them two shirts. Moral look like the type of nigga that wear a medium or extra large. I'm joking too bad right now, but please do. I'm not making that shit for y'all. I'm not selling them shirts. I'm not making them shits at all. So look, we've gone for an hour, and I know that sounds like I'm supposed to like turn it off at this point, but I'm not, I swear. What the hell is this? See? It seems like I'm about to have white fatigue in a second. White New York. You know what? No, this might be something I could work on my own time. I don't want to look at that in a live format. Fuck it. All right. Somebody told me that I should watch this and give my reaction. And I wonder if their comment, like if I see their face, if I see their profile, I'll know who it was. How you a black American hating on black Americans? See that line of logic right there will never be saying. Leon gonna be out in the flash and we'll be sitting here again like what happened? No. I do it all the time. I'm gonna say for this stream only, I'm not going to just randomly bounce. I will announce when I leave. For this stream only. Unless, one of you agitates me. Reading the comments, whatever this motherfucker says, nobody agrees with. Or at least there's some people who do not agree with it. You missed the point. Dude in the video is completely right. This is not a broke black thing. It's blacks thinking that the culture has to be what it is because you're black. No, you don't have to be ignorant because you are black. That's it. We're not pandering to stupidity. He's going to say bind it. Shut up!
That people are officially canceling ghetto culture. All right, let's see what they got going on over here.
The Bonnet Crew walk in. Loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere.
None of those three things have anything exclusive to do with black people.
Black?
Not even bonnets. I've seen white women wear bonnets, and I don't know if I should feel devastated or proud that them bitches are taking care of their hair.
Fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made.
Black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole
Oh,
is
there go Anton Daniels.
See, you got black people.
I'm gonna speed this up. This is 48 minutes. I don't know how much my stomach will want to deal with this.
And then you got niggas.
I don't like this at all. Fuck this. I'm both.
I'm not giving up my bonnet. I love every time I do a video in my bonnet, there's always going to be a group of motherfuckers who illustrate that they don't take care of their hair that get mad when they see it. I feel like people have had this sentiment for a while, not really new. What sentiment exactly? I don't want to think I know what you're saying. What sentiment?
I'm niggas.
It's a big difference. And most black people, we know the difference. It ain't even a conversation we have all had. It ain't like a media.
Yeah, the difference is called education and being born into a different environment. That's the difference. That's where it begins and ends. There is no other difference.
And we came together and had together like, hey, man, all right, so it's the black folk and it's the niggas. We need to figure out how to get them niggas. All right, we need to get them up out of here.
No, bro. This is wrong.
We ain't even had that conversation. We just know it when we see it because some of us are reformed niggas.
I'm gonna say this carefully and slowly. I'm not no reformed nigga. See, this, what you just heard, is what you motherfuckers accuse me of. That is tap dancing.
See, black folks live a common life, you know, job, kids, dog, you know. We abide by the rules. But then you had the niggas, and that's where you get a lot of your ignorance from. The loudmouths, people that always want to play victim but don't want to fix their own circumstance. Black people are now getting online and they're talking about black fatigue because they are tired of the niggas.
Black fatigue is a thing. Newsflash. White people don't want to live around ratchet black people, and black people don't want to live around ratchet black people. I mean, it's nothing like going to the Walmart.
Yeah, white people don't want to live around rednecks either.
This nigga just reached in my throat and took the words. Cause that's another thing. Y'all know they got the good whites and the bad whites. They got the good Asians and the Yakuza. They got the good Latinas, and then they got the cartel. So again, this black fatigue is really just all lives fatigue me. Show of hands. You know what? How do you niggas do this shit? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to live around the cartel. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to live around a bunch of rednecks, hillbilly snorting rednecks. Let me know if you want to live next to the Yakuza. I know I don't, but fuck, that's just me. I'm a matter of my own circumstance. Janet put 5. You deserve, you know what? Never mind.
White people don't want to live around white people that would be described as poor white trash. It's not, it's the circumstances, it's the poverty and what that breeds.
Nigga said, I don't know, Trevor seems kind of fun. See?
If you're a black person and you find yourself able to switch back and forth, you know, you're one of those black people that can hang around niggas and be
code switching,
comfortable, and then
this is like the sick part. This is the sick part, at least to me. Again, none of the shit described is exclusive to black people. Oh, but if you look at statistically, I've told y'all I'm not playing a pissing contest with that shit. Line up all the motherfuckers who rape, and if your first reaction is who rapes who more, you've lost it. You're not trying to solve the issue. You just want to point the finger at something, and you think that's gonna magically make it go away. Everybody always talk about, how can we make this issue go away? How can we make this issue go away? How can we, you know how? Listen to me. If you look at the world and you see all these problems and you don't know how to solve it, because let's be honest, none of your ideas are gonna work. There's only one idea that works. Everybody stops having sex. We all let old age take us out. And there you go. We got no more issues. We got no more humans being born. No more potential issues. It all goes away. And before you call me crazy, you realize y'all options suck too. Put them in jail, they gonna get out. Everyone start believing in Christ. The pastor's raping kids. We're cooked.
Hang around preppy black people and hang around white people and hang around all kinds of people. Consider yourself fortunate that you weren't born.
Let's be honest, we're not trying to solve other people's problems. Yeah.
Born to a single mother who was addicted to drugs, who didn't get past the fucking 6th grade because her mother was also in a dire situation.
I mean, he's not wrong. Why did somebody tell me to watch this as if I was going to disagree?
You're lucky. You're fortunate. And a lot of these black people who talk like this are usually, a lot of times, the descendants of immigrants. Well, if you go back to your fucking immigrant country, you can find the equivalent, the same kinds of niggas that you look down upon, you can find their equivalent in your country. See, when you're an immigrant and you come to this country, the only reason the U.S. government gave you a green card is because your parents or your ancestors, or maybe you're the immigrant, displayed that you had all these attributes. You had an education, you had a financial support system, you had family that you could rely upon, so you weren't going to come to the country and immediately become a burden. And so you're comparing yourself. What you really need to do is compare yourself or compare these poor Americans to the poor people from the country you're coming from.
On a Sunday morning, and then you see the bonnet crew walk in. Loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere, in every aisle, unattended, and that's anywhere you go. No matter what, they're highly emotional, highly sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't even smile and hold the door for them because they'll look at you like you're crazy. And
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
So look, why the fuck is this motherfucker who just followed me on Twitch named Release Diddy? That's number one. Number two, none of what Buddy just said is exclusive to black people. They got women of all shapes, sizes, and creeds that would not say thank you to you holding the door for them. Marlboro Mamas. Oh God. Why? No, but fuck that. Why the fuck is your name Release Diddy?
Get gangbang. Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Sky Pack. Come holler.
Why the fuck is your name Release Diddy? I need you to answer for these crimes. Much love. I need you to answer. Why the fuck is your name Release Diddy? You can't just come in this motherfucker. You can't just come in this motherfucker. Be like, much love. I need to come to the front of the class. Oh man, ban him? No. First of all, you can't ban him. You can't ban him because he's on Twitch. That's number one. Number two, I hope y'all understand that I'm joking like a motherfucker. Unless, because they got motherfuckers with weird names all across social media. Unless he turns into this motherfucker turns into this one motherfucker who's running around in my chat. Oh, I hate when people ban me. And I saw that he had a Nazi profile picture. We go ahead and get that out of there. We're gonna go ahead and get him out of here. But motherfuckers always got weird names, specifically on Twitch. There's a motherfucker in this Twitch chat named Shadow Crisis. What a gay. Like, what a gay.
Always the victim of something. Either you stepped on a shoe, you looked at them wrong, you told them good morning. They're never
what America are you living in? You know what I'm saying? I live in the Houston area, and it's a lot of black people, and it's a lot of black people that would be considered niggas in this area. And they some of the nicest people, bro. There's
you might live in Katy. You might live near Katy, because that's some shit you only say if you live near Katy, Texas. Because the motherfuckers in Katy, Texas, they cool, but then they also you running your own risk dealing with them.
Some of the nicest people. What they don't like, which is what nobody likes, is you can feel when somebody...
How the hell does the leaderboard work? I have no idea.
Feels like they're better than you, bro. If you just treat them like people, and it's the same thing with white people, poor whites, rednecks. Bro, everybody just wants to be respected.
And you wonder why normal, good black people move out of the hood as soon as they start getting successful.
Now, have I interacted with black people that have an attitude and are rude? Yeah, but guess what? I've interacted with people who are like that from every single race.
Why would I have disagreed with this dude?
I've had good and bad experiences with people from every single race, from every single background. And so we can't just isolate.
He's using redneck wrong. I'm going to tell you this much. The way he's using redneck is the way I use redneck, because that was the way redneck was described to us. And it wasn't by black people. It wasn't black people that told us how rednecks operate. It was the white people that told us. It was the white people that told us. The white people told us that these rednecks were, how you say, near. Like, so if you want to blame somebody, blame your own race.
These people and pretend like they're all one way.
I was one of those black people that said, man, if I made some money, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to buy up this, buy up that. I'm going to support the community. As soon as I got my money, I got the fuck up out of there. Because they don't know how to appreciate good shit. And my suburban kids don't need to be dealing with that bullshit. Crab in the barrel mentality. Never take accountability for nothing. So yeah, black fatigue is a thing. And I'll tell you, a lot of...
That's a hillbilly. That's a redneck.
People are fucking tired. They're tired.
You bring your statements about what a hillbilly and a redneck is to the South. They all gonna say there's a redneck.
Of dealing with these kind of people.
So it's like, good luck. Like, good luck. But I'm telling you specifically, Barton, you're gonna lose that battle
on a daily basis. I mean, I get anxiety.
Again, no different than any other race. It's not about moving out of a black community. It's about moving into a higher income community. Why? Because if you drive a BMW and your neighbor drives a BMW, there's a good chance your neighbor isn't going to envy your BMW and try to steal it. But if you enrich yourself because by some, way or another, you were put down a different path and you got to...
I'm in the South, Alabama, born and bred. Near.
A better education and you took advantage of opportunities and you had a more positive, empowered outlook on yourself and the world around you. And then you get a BMW and you take that BMW to the hood where the guy next door, he's incredibly disempowered. He doesn't have the education. He doesn't have the proper mindset. He believes the only way that he can get what you got is by taking it. That's what he believes. That's just how and whatever you believe to be true is true in your reality. That's how it works. So we cannot project. This is why an atheist, a Muslim, and a Christian will never agree. And an atheist, a Muslim, and a Christian all thinks the other person is fucking insane.
And then there's me. I think you're all insane.
Because in each person's...
You need dueling banjos as a soundbite? Maybe. It could be a possibility. Maybe.
Respective reality, what they believe to be true is as true as 2 + 2 = 4. And so anybody who denies that is either lying, crazy, retarded, blind. There's no way they could be wrong, right? And so it's the same thing. You go to these people in the hood and you try to tell them, bro, all you got to do is go to school and study and da-da-da. They don't believe that.
When I walk inside of a mall nowadays, I mean, because you got these YNs running around.
Redneck and hillbilly must be like the hard R and the ADO. No. Not even close. No. No. I like where your head at is with that one, but no. You in the ballpark, but you swinging at the wrong side of the field.
And they don't respect nothing. So I don't care what anybody says. White America is tired of you, and we are too.
All right, so before you get offended or call him my Uncle Tom or something like that, ask yourself, like, why do black people get some money and their first plan is to get away from black people?
It's not to get away from black people. Black people have money. Who get money, they move into a higher income community. They move into a better community. And it's just because of the historical truths of this country that black people were restricted from building wealth for hundreds of years. And so white people who were given an advantage, they were given handouts, and they were also in the majority and were practicing racism, and so actively tried to black people and other minorities, but especially black people, from progressing. They had a head start, and so they have the majority of the wealth, and so they make up the majority of these higher income communities.
I gotta find the comment of the motherfucker that told me to watch this shit. Like, I got to. Because he tried to sell it to me like I was supposed to hate this shit. I found it. It's because I screenshotted it. Hold on. Give me a second. I remember I had the fucking comment. I just didn't know where I had it. Bro. He worded this like I was supposed to disagree. Leon, I don't know if you've made a video on the original video, but I would, in y'all bad grammar, Jesus Christ, I would love to see your take on Young Don's reaction to the black fatigue situation that people were talking about. But that video just felt distasteful. Keep up the good videos. Buddy, you'd be disappointed. I'm agreeing with Young Don. I'm agreeing with Young Don. It ain't just black people. Motherfuckers move out to live in higher income areas. Why am I supposed to disagree with this? What would be the point? I don't see the point. I don't see the gimmick. Because guess what? It ain't just niggas. I know y'all want it to be, but here's the thing. And I had a conversation with myself about this like 4 hours ago. However you want to situate. Let's say for the sake of the fucking conversation right now, every issue known to man in this country, black people are the cause. And let's say through whatever fucking means you would think of, you have now eliminated all black people from the country. And you look around, wait, the problem's still happening. Now the second most is now the most. And now you get rid of them. It's still happening. You get rid of the third, you get rid of the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. It's still happening. At what point do you motherfuckers admit that it might be something else? Which then I will say, everybody stop having sex and we all just die of natural causes. That way the problem goes away. Now everyone's no longer here. And now we don't have these problems anymore because everyone's in hell. Oh, there's bad people no matter the race. Yep. That's why these motherfuckers running around saying black fatigue and they hoping I co-sign this shit. Can't do it. Can't do it. My body won't allow me to do it. Especially when they got, I'm still waiting for us to talk about our white fatigue with these white women that's raping kids. Japan absolutely does have a head start on my plan. No, wait, is it Japan? I thought it was Korea. Which one of them fucking countries like make it to where you can only have like 2 kids in the house? Or is that just something somebody told me while we were high? Like something about that just seems correct and wrong at the exact same time. But ever since that orange dude got in office, there's like a collection of people who fight tooth and nail to say something along the lines of, we got to do something. We got to make people understand that we can be the ones to lead the country. The leftists and the Democrats can be the ones to lead the country. And every single way from Sunday that I've seen is people doing their big one to demean people on how they think and how they operate in the hopes that the guilt trip will lead them to vote a different way. And I'm not a political expert, but I don't think that's going to work. I think that's just going to make those people who already don't like you even less. And on another episode of me being correct about this subject matter, you got 2 people on a podcast talking about how they could bring young men over to the Democratic Party, because I believe that over the course of this last election, it was brought up numerous times how young men were swaying more conservative. And these 2 lovely individuals are trying their best to figure out a way to counteract that.
Well, I also think it's just so abundantly clear that the people who say these things don't actually spend time talking to young men. You know this because we know each other in real life, but I spend a lot of time on college campuses, and I spend a lot of time with young men. I love young men.
That is not the type of joke you need to be making when you're talking about trying to get people to be on your side. Madam, I don't know how old you are, but you strike me as someone who is a grown adult. And when you say that, you make yourself out to be somebody who's a little bit too lustful.
I love frat guys. And in that, I realized, like, even the ones that identify as conservative are almost always pro-choice. They're almost always pro-gay marriage. You'd be surprised at the number of them who supported Black Lives Matter. And so I feel like people just kind of lump them into this box when the truth is, again, a lot of them are with us on the issues. They're just not part of our coalition because they feel like they're not welcomed in it.
Oh, well, you know what? I kind of agree with what she said. Because you do have people who, even though they grow up in one circumstance, some of them do align with certain things, but because you have a society of people who will demonize you based on like one minute detail, even if you agree on 15 different things, they'll sit there and put you in that box. And then you're going to look at all those people and you'll think, oh, well, they're not welcoming me, so I'm just going to go over here now, and I'm just going to go and relax just a little bit on that side of the conversation because I'm not welcomed over here, because you got these people who just make fun of me or insult me and judge me and hate on me just because of this, and that'll lead them to just go over there, because the more you make motherfuckers not feel welcome, the more they're going to go find somewhere that they should feel welcome, and they do, and look at the end result. It wasn't what you wanted, and I said it 3 months ago that the idea in people's heads to sit there and shame people and then say we got to figure out a way to get these same people we just shamed into voting for our side, that's not gonna fucking work. That's bullying, and that's not the strongest thing that you should do in terms of getting people to agree with you. But this went viral, and a bunch of people looked at it, and of course they made fun of the big girl because the big girl was the one who was very bombastic in what she was saying, even though on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her like a 7 in terms of her like having the right mindset on how to do this. But now she's responded to all of these people who have talked about her since going viral, and I wonder what she says.
I'm the person that's in charge of bringing young men back to the Democratic Party, according to Donald Trump Jr., Trump War Room, libs of TikTok. And while none of that's actually true, every single time I saw one of y'all posting about me, I had one main thought at the top of my head. Y'all are a bunch of...
See, we got a problem. Now, while I understand people will go above and beyond and be very dramatic in how they respond to you, now you're going at what a bunch of young men look to for information about certain things. They go towards the libs of TikToks, the Charlie Kirks, and all these other places because, in a sense, they make those young men feel welcomed. And there will be a category of people who will hear you say that they're a bunch of pussies, and they're going to feel attacked because they consume information from those outlets. Should they? That's up to them. I can't tell people where they get their information from. All I could do is if they use it against me, I use it against them.
Y'all are the ones that made it about a woman and her identity and the way that she looks. Something that y'all consistently claim the Democrats do. You don't actually give a fuck about young men. Instead, a lot of you want to talk about my weight. You're using pictures of me from about 65 pounds ago. So let me ask you this. If I lose another 65 pounds, will y'all actually raise young men's wages? Will you actually increase funding to mental health services? Or are you just going to find another way to deflect from the fact that y'all don't actually have any policy plan to help them? Y'all can keep making this into some kind of big joke of, oh yeah, let's send her to every frat house in the country. I'm not afraid to go into frat houses or to go to college camp.
You should be, especially after what those frats did to Caleb Wilson. Like, you should be. Because I'm going to say this right now. If you in a frat, fuck you. I still stand on that. I'm not arguing with a bunch of motherfuckers who strut their fucking shoulder or they brand their fucking shoulder like they some fucking cow. Like, your way of life got a young man killed. It's not the first young man. I'm afraid to say that might not be the last young man. Fuck anybody that's a part of a fucking frat.
Or to talk to Republicans, because unlike y'all, I don't think that they're all shallow assholes. I think that they're actual people who can hold a conversation. But clearly, based off the way you talk about them and the way that you treat them, you think that they're dumb as shit.
So she's kind of cooking, not gonna lie. Because the thing about politicians is that they view all of us as fucking slow. Does she not understand that being nice could get her somewhere? Hold on, because I'm about to walk with me. I understand what she is saying. I understand that she is going to these people who may disagree with her and is talking to them. And she may not get anywhere, but at least she'll have it in her mind that, yes, the conversation went civil. The problem is that there are people who are on her side and there are people who are not on her side, who view the general public as a bunch of slow motherfuckers. Good conversation doesn't really... Earlier, motherfucker brought up how rare it is to see motherfuckers interracially date. What's rare is civil conversations. Because now the norm is, if you don't agree, you're an ism, you're an ist, you're a phobic. It's all this extra shit. It's all this extra shit. And it's more lucrative to do that than it is to just like casually talk to somebody. That's why you motherfuckers are like shocked by me, because any motherfucker like comes around here, it's a casual conversation. Unless it's Chris the Narc. I'm a victim of a bunch of slurs. Or if it's Skelly Pops. I don't know what it is about talking to like other streamers. It always goes racial. Or it always turns into a conversation about pegging. I'm a victim, and y'all don't. One day I'll detail my 13 reasons why, and you will casually understand what happened to me.
I actually don't. So I'm going to continue to advocate for young men to get the policy agenda that they do deserve. And I'm going to continue to lose weight. And then maybe when I finally do drop that next 65 pounds, we can revisit this conversation and see if you can actually stand on business. Because this time, none of you fucking did.
And again, we get nowhere with like these worthless back and forth of, oh my God, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. What y'all gotta understand is, for like everybody, Democrats, Republicans, whatever the fuck, 2020, whenever the fuck it's time to vote again, y'all need to like get people on your side with policies, because right now the conservatives run the fucking show. And there's going to be shit that they do that is going to excite motherfuckers. There's going to be shit that pisses them off. Use the shit that pisses the people off and talk to these people about how, hey, they promised one thing, but they did something to fuck over people. There's this idea that they had, that they executed, that they said was going to be so great, and it ended up being so bad. Use that. Talk to people who are aligning as undecided or conservative, and be normal. And if you could do that, maybe you change somebody's mind. Maybe they vote different. Maybe they're stuck in their ways. Who knows? It's all about the effort and the execution. And this lady specifically, I feel like her execution can use a little work, but it's way better than the motherfuckers who are like, hey, we lost, and it's because of you fucking incel racist conservatives. But could you please like listen to what I have to say and vote for me next time? Like that's not gonna get you motherfuckers anyway. It's just not. Now, I wanna watch this. I wanna watch Buddy, because Buddy, the last time I spoke about Buddy or even listened to anything Buddy had to say, he was running around trying to sell a book, and he was losing subscribers, and he was pinning it all on Trump.
I need to talk to you about something that I know is going to trigger strong reactions from people in my audience.
I'm gonna just read the comments first. I'm a 10-year Army veteran with a combat time. I ordered a new passport for my family on Tuesday. Trump and MAGA is the antithesis of what I quite literally put my life on the line to defend. I'm not leaving my country. My country left me. That's a strong one. You have lost your mind now that you have lost your mind now that you have a child. It is no longer just about you. You must protect your family. Wishing you well. You have not lost your mind. My bad. Read the wrong thing. I was born in, I feel like people are agreeing with his sentiment to leave the country. Moving with my daughter on Sunday to Croatia. God. You have kids now. Your priority is keeping your family safe. You're right on the mark. All right. Seems overwhelmingly people are agreeing. What nightmare reality are we in that this isn't a massive overreaction, but a sound and sensible precaution? Can you really believe that this conversation could even take place in the U.S. in 2025? You know what I really hate? That we're at a place in which we've all entertained these very thoughts. Do what you need to do to be safe. I'll continue to watch and support your channel wherever you go. Oh, seems like a lot of motherfuckers. Is this the Unfuck America dude? No. This is not the Unfuck America dude. That's a different white guy. Isn't it crazy how they're all white? I have white fatigue, but no, never mind. It's only you niggas that give out fatigue.
My only request is that you hear me out first, okay? The title of this segment is I'm preparing to leave the country. And
I'm preparing to leave the country in all caps.
Before you start typing angry comments about how I'm abandoning the United States or whatever, I want to be crystal clear. I am not actively planning to leave the United States at this moment. I'm not packing bags. I haven't bought a one-way ticket anywhere for my family. What I'm doing is I'm preparing to leave the country should the need arise. And as I've said to people when they call in, if we all leave, we lose the fight by default. But I will never...
So... Are you like admitting that you quit, or you give up? Like, which is it? Because you say that, and then you saying, yeah, you planning to leave the country. It's just like, You quit, you give up, like what it is.
Tell someone, don't do what's best for your family. And so this is a form of prepping in a way. It's contingency planning. So let me kind of walk you through what I've been doing over the last few months as the ire of MAGA Trumpism has pushed closer and
you can run, but you can't hide is the craziest fucking shit anybody could have ever seen.
Closer to people that are generally in my situation. Adversarial and antagonistic content creators, naturalized American citizens, another group of which I am a member, and let's have a rational conversation about preparedness. So number one, I have been exploring what would it take to move to Canada. Canada is a difficult place.
Of all the fucking places, Canada? Why would you want to be around a bunch of people who think ham is Canadian bacon? Like, come on.
To move to. I'm not doing the whole I'm moving to Canada thing. It's also difficult to move to Canada, but I want to understand the process. What are the requirements? What is the timeline? What is the framework under which I would potentially qualify to move to Canada? It's a very complicated process, but I want to be informed. Secondly, I have been reviewing options in Argentina. Now, I already hold citizenship in Argentina. I'm from Argentina.
So go there. Like, cut the print. You already got citizenship in Argentina. Go there. Like, I'm not opposed to anybody saying, hey, if you hate this shit, get out. Like, cool. All you motherfuckers that was crying about Biden running the ship, y'all could have left too. But instead, y'all invaded a government building for some fucking reason.
Argentina has its fair share of problems there, right? It's not like you move to Argentina and all of a sudden your problems are gone. There are serious problems in Argentina, economic and also political. This is not about fleeing. It's, okay, if I want to go back there, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for my family? Third, I have, at the advice of people in my audience,
That is not a smart thing to do. Realistically, that is not a smart thing to do. Like, you should not, because these are not trustworthy people. Like, I'm cool with y'all watching the streams and liking it and, you know, supporting and all that. I wouldn't trust not one of you motherfuckers with a dime. I wouldn't trust one of you motherfuckers with one of the last pennies that'll ever be created. Especially Skelly, because I know she's still in here. You niggas could be domestic terrorists for all I fucking know.
I've engaged with a law firm that would help me were I to have a problem re-entering the United States. I have found a law firm that essentially will be on standby when you re-enter the country, no matter your status. I'm a naturalized citizen. Should I have a problem, there would be someone that says, we will be available within X period of time and
trusted me. I definitely can't trust in. Yes, I can. I feel like, Hannah, you and I, we have come together to create this great cataclysm of human indifference where we, foot in foot, will destroy Chris the Narc. I already know which one of y'all are like the domestic terrorists. It's Juice the Moose, it's Ahsoka, it's Meaden, where's the other one? And Janet. Those are the three, like four, however many I named, that are domestic terrorists. Y'all the type of motherfuckers that'll walk up to me as a bomb goes off and you'll say there's no war in Ba Sing Se. Y'all are terrible people. Add Natanya to the list because she sat there and said, not I.
Should you have any issue getting back into the country, I want to make sure I understand my rights as a naturalized citizen when it comes to reentry. And fourth, this is not like passport bro stuff. I've consulted with a specialist.
Bro, passport bros only go to other countries to try to capture a woman out of her culture to go to another culture. I'm gonna never forget that one video of that dude who thought that he could bring his American vibes, I think, to Afghanistan, and he got bookended. I don't mean he got killed. I mean, his expectations were watered down.
About European countries.
Imagine spending thousands of dollars to try to get pussy in another country and you fail. Like, go to hell.
where you can get permanent residency. This is not because I'm planning to become a European resident. It's because I want to understand what are the options and how does it work. Now you might say, David, why are you spending time and money if you're not planning to leave? And the answer is the same reason people have.
I was about to ask, what the fuck is a passport, bro? So back to like the red pills and the incels, there's like a corner of those motherfuckers who like try to date still, but because their personality is like so dog shit, they have now convinced themselves that nowhere in the neighborhood they live in, the district they live in, the city they live in, the state they live in, the country they live in, they can find a woman. So they have spent thousands of dollars to travel to other countries in the hopes of bringing a woman back to America to submit to them. Might be some of the gayest shit under the sun.
Have emergency funds in a bank account, even if they're not planning to lose their job. It's the same reason people have insurance, even though they're not planning to have a car accident. It's the same reason people have fire extinguishers, even though they don't plan to set any house fires. Things are really uncertain right now.
You can't compare safety measures to you thinking about leaving the country. Now, I could be wrong about this one, so correct me if I am. Aren't you required to have a fire extinguisher, like, in your home? Especially if you live in, like, apartments. Aren't they required to have fire extinguishers, like, in your home? And aren't you, by law, supposed to have car insurance? Like, what?
And we've seen how quickly things can change. We've seen journalists and political commentators in other countries face persecution.
Yeah, and you might go to one of those countries, so that's still not a smart thing.
We've seen civil liberties eroded in places where people thought it wouldn't happen. So am I saying I will need any of this? No. Am I saying it's likely? No, not yet. No, I'm not saying it's likely. I'm saying I've determined circumstances are such that I want to know all of my options. Now, I want to be clear about what this is not. This is not a scheme to avoid paying taxes. I know there are people who say, oh, you can move to Cyprus, and then this is not about that at all. I'm not looking for tax havens. In fact, it's very difficult to renounce American citizenship. It's not something I'm even thinking of. And if you don't, even if you move to another country, you still have tax responsibilities here in the United States. So this is not about shirking any financial obligation. This is not about lifestyle preference. It's not the passport bro stuff, as I mentioned, or expat fire or any of these movements. This is purely, I want to understand my options in case circumstances change in ways that make staying here untenable for someone in my position. I still believe as of this moment, right, end of May 2025, I still believe as of this moment that the most likely scenario is I will never need any of this information.
There's 2 minutes left of the video. Hold on.
I'll continue living and working in the United States, paying my taxes, contributing to civic discourse, calling the United States home. But if the last 4 or 5 months have taught us anything, it's that sometimes unlikely scenarios become a reality. When they do, I want to be prepared. That's what this is. And the fact that I feel like I need to justify contingency planning so extensively probably tells you something about the current political climate. And the fact that this even is controversial is probably why it makes sense. So have I lost my mind? Let me know. I think I'm being realistic about being responsible in preparation. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Is it reasonable contingency planning, what I'm doing, or am I overthinking things? Or am I suffering from paranoid delusions? Let me know.
You are suffering from paranoid delusions if you don't just pack your shit up and leave. Because for you, it'll probably get worse. You created this long-winded fucking video to tell everybody, hey, guess what I'm doing? So fucking what? Like, I think you should move. It's like, fuck it. I mean, maybe not, because if you're still paying taxes here, fuck. Then you got to pay everything over there. Fuck. That right there would sway me to not move. That right there would sway me to not even consider moving. Because if I got to still pay taxes here, I wouldn't see a fucking point. Jump scare. Man, lips huge. Oh, bro, looks like he's getting the best slot. That's what the fudgesicle sees before. Oh man. Oh God, that was a choice. That was a choice. Skelly, are you still here? You want to play Repo? If Skelly's not here, I'll end the stream. It only takes him 2 licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. It's crazy as fuck to say out loud. Bro, look like that one new meme format. Oh my God, y'all niggas is bullies. Y'all niggas some fresh ass bullies, bro. I swear. Y'all niggas wake up just bully. Bully.
I know what.
Bully. That's all y'all fucking do. That's all y'all fucking do, bro. Like, that's all y'all ever do. Bully. Why don't y'all ever wake up and just be nice? Why don't y'all ever be kind-hearted like me? I know based off like the home screen, y'all are like waiting for me to just press the button to end the stream, but I promise y'all I'm not. I want to see if I could maybe. Can you blame us? We learn from the best. You ain't learned that from me. He used the whole chapstick. Oh man, hell hot. Hell is hot for a few of y'all, bro. I swear. Hell is hot. I don't think Skelly's here anymore, so it's starting to be that time. But we're not done yet. It's starting to be that time, but we're not done yet. Because there's more things. There's more things. And because there's more things, I'm going to fucking still be here for the more things. Wait, Leon's a real person? I thought he was just a PNG. Hi, Tibbs. I'm a human. If not human, you know, who eats chapsticks? People with these big ass lips. Sheesh. No. Dog, I'm here. I'm alive. Cut looking fine. Now look, since you said that, I'm gonna do this again. I did this at the beginning of the stream. I'm gonna do it again. When you cut your hair. Today is Friday. The hair got cut Monday morning. Now, having said that, I get that y'all want to crack y'all little jokes. That's cool. I'm not mad at any soul in here who want to crack a joke as long as it's funny. If it's not funny, we got a problem. Or if you come in here saying, dude, I'm sorry, but your new haircut looks like crap and you look like this, I'm going to need you to curb your enthusiasm. All the enthusiasm you got in your body, curb it. Because I would hate for you to feel so confident and then like, I choose to bully you. Now, mind you all, I haven't done it. I'm just letting everybody know. You have choices in this life. You have choices in this life. You could choose. You know how y'all mamas used to say, if you ain't had nothing nice to say, you don't say nothing at all? You could choose to be silent. Or you could get the wrath of God. Because the way that I could cook this Pillsbury Doughboy would be immaculate. But I don't want to get accused of bullying. Because we don't bully around here. Bullying's not our forte. Bullying's not the forte. We don't do that around here. We just criticize. Bullying is beneath us. You know what I'm saying? Bullying's beneath us. Bullying is not of our statute. We banter. Yeah, we banter around here. That's what we do. We banter. Hold on. Give me a second. Human I see. I'm not reading that. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Why? You wanna know what's crazy? I'm sitting here wondering, why the fuck didn't Skelly respond? Skelly just went live. Skelly just went live. Are you doing the new repo beta update? No. But I did play like the beta of whatever update's supposed to come out, and they need to do something about the keys. They need to. All right. Now, I'm going to leave it up to y'all. How y'all want to do it? We can end it now, or we could talk about two more things and piece it out. What's it going to be? Have you seen Jeff Nato in Rivals? I hate that character. I hate Jeff the Shark. 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 He's a terrible character. He's a terrible character. He's a terrible character. What are those two things? One of them I might just record because I feel as though that might be the option. I feel as though that should be the working option. Maybe. I don't know yet. They switched him up and put movies in different now. Oh, I still don't care.
Just relax.
I'm gonna do one. Nah. Should I do any at all? Hold on. Let's see something. Before I say anything. Wait a minute. Who's texting me? Why you texting me? Why you texting me? Why you texting me? You texting me? Lemon pepper wings and fries, here I come. Oh, God. Who's a character y'all looking forward to being added into Rivals? I mean, since they put Spider-Man in there, what's stopping these motherfuckers from putting the Green Goblin in Marvel Rivals? Now, hear me out. You fucking gliding on that fucking glider, and then the ultimate, you spring up into the air, and you just fucking shoot missiles. Could be like Pharaoh from Overwatch. Or he got like one big fucking ultimate where it's just like the pumpkin bomb, and he throw like a big one. And it could be like Tracer shit, where if it stuck to you, it stuck to you, and it just give out a big explosion. That's one. That's one. And that's the only one. Jeff got nerfed to all hell. I don't care. I hate Jeff. I don't care. I hate Jeff. And you know what else I hate? I hate individuals who cost themselves their own jobs. How many times does it need to be explained or stated? I understand that the allure of social media and content creators will have people thinking that, yeah, I could do this while also doing a job. And you know what? That's good ways of balancing your time and understanding. But there will come a day when you maybe are fortunate enough to have a certain job to where you probably shouldn't be letting content creation get in the way of that job. And I think one of those examples is being a doctor or a nurse, because it seems like people don't understand that they have to operate in the means of HIPAA, where you're not supposed to be doing any of this with your garb on or in any capacity where you're showing how you're operating, because there's the potential for it to fall apart and you lose your job like this woman did, because apparently she's either been fired or is now being investigated and suspended because while she was doing her job as a nurse, she was going live talking about certain things that she probably shouldn't have been talking about, or just in general doing her job on a live stream, which is something I believe you shouldn't be doing. So let's hear what she's got to say.
I know what I did was not right.
You know what? Props to you already. 2 seconds in, you hold yourself accountable.
Took accountability for my actions, and that's the only thing that I can do.
Okay, so y'all just relax. Oh my God, why do y'all keep doing that? I'll lose my license if I'm showing patient information. I'm not showing any patient information, so just relax. Just relax.
Well, people can't relax because they've seen too many examples of nurses specifically who do what you're doing, and then like it goes viral, and then they get fired or suspended or they get their license revoked and all this extra. So no, they're not going to relax. Why? I think primarily they want you to keep your job.
If y'all see some patient information, then just holla. But I'm not showing nothing. I'm just at work.
No, they can't holla. You can't show that in general. We can't holla at you. You screw yourself the minute it shows on that live stream.
So just chill. Sit back, relax. Damn. I'd be taking the fun out of everything. God damn. Just chill. And nobody's mad. That's the thing. Who's mad? I'm just telling y'all to relax, chill. You're not seeing any patient information. You're not seeing nothing. So just relax. Y'all be doing the absolute most. Obviously, this is the first time y'all been on here because I go live. This ain't the first time that y'all be just doing the most. This is not sanitary.
This bitch trifling. You not supposed to be doing that. You not that you. And then you record yourself doing it. You on live doing it. Oh, no. Just holler if I'm violating HIPAA is crazy. I'm done. Did you hear that, everybody? I said I'm done. I'm ending. I done lost my brain cell. It's over. Everybody enjoy your Friday. I hope you enjoy your Friday. Goodbye. Goodbye to you.